Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. So this thing completely went under my radar, and I found it about halfway through the season. I was delighted. There was 12 episodes. It's really good, and I'm not like a huge magic, like dungeons magic sort of fan when it comes to anime, but this one's good. Let's draw the main character. Just portrait over to get us going. Landscape page, pencil and erasers for these drawings. Always sketch it out lightly. Hit pause if I go too fast. You can always do ink on top of pencil, but you can't erase ink really, unless you like. Well, you can't really erase ink, to be honest. So let's go. Center point here. Come up a little bit. So this is like my halfway across here. So I usually put the eyes above, just a little bit above, and across to the right. Big old anime eyes. Let's just go for it. So we'll curve like that, right? And we'll just get our general shape first. It goes down that way. And they leave like a gap in this sort of eye, and they just put a line there. And like a couple of little eyelashes just in the corner. Right, now her top eyelid line is thicker and it has eyelashes in it, right? So you want to like thicken it up, like you want it to make it like heavier, like a darker line than the rest of the lines basically. And they do a big spike coming off the corner here, and then this goes back down into there. Okay, there's some extra details then, so like eyelash coming off there and off the back kind of here, and then some ones that stick up. Like that, right? And that's kind of like her eye. Depending on how close up we are on her, they will add more detail. There was a really good panel from the latest episode near the end of the first season. Really good close up on this character. So her big green eyes, she's an elf, so she got big green eyes. Pupil in the middle somewhere. We'll go as middle as we can. And a little tip, when you're drawing like pupils and things in the middle, try and unfocus your eye while you're doing it. I know it's hard, but it's something that I do, and I just do it instinctively. When I'm drawing that, I kind of unfocus my eye and I can see the whole thing. It's hard to explain, but it's like I just zone out a little bit when I generally get the shape, you know, to try and get it in the middle. It's just something I learned over the years. It's like I can unfocus and focus really fast with my eyes. I guess mostly it's something I trained myself to do. Just something to think about. Anyway, top eyelid line there. I even did it there without realizing. And then above, they do an extra one. And then her eyebrows are unique, so they're round. They give her round eyebrows, right? So it goes, say a normal eyebrow, probably like that. But then it comes around here in the corner and back up into there, and they're just colored gray. That would do her other eye. So you're about eye width, right? I mean the whole eye, the eyelashes. That's where the next one starts, right? So this whole eye here would fit in between both the eyes. It's quite far apart. And that's where the next eye starts. And again, same sort of shape, basically. It doesn't have to be exact same, obviously. Down that way. A little hook part there. And then they leave that gap again. And they put some like little eyelashes in there, some sticking off that way. And then you thicken it up. So you add extra line weight to this. Right, and then they had like some eyelashes coming off the corners, and then ones that stick up the middle, just like 3 of them really. And then again, big old iris coming down from the top eyelid line. Right, and it's like quite a thick line they do for the outer edge of her eye. And then the pupil again in the middle. So I'm kind of sketching it out, trying to figure it out. I unfocus my eyes there just to see how big the eye itself is. And I try and get them roughly the same size, you know. And then top eyelid, and then another. And then her eyebrow, her round sort of eyebrow again, same sort of level. Like so. So they kind of, things go kind of diagonal in that way. The nose is interesting as well. They draw this like an oval and a nostril, right? So say if I went here, so like this little diagonal, right? And then there's a little nostril just there. And it's like they draw in the shadow on the side of the nose, basically. So they continue this around. Like that, which is interesting because it works. But I don't know why it works. And then her mouth is just flat. She's always sort of got this passive look on her face. And then her chin, round sort of face, right? And a round chin. So from the chin, the face kind of gradually goes up this way. In terms of proportion, right? Top eyelid to the nose, say here to here, is about the same as here to here. Nostril to the chin. This space and this space are about the same. All right, this area and that area. And then the bottom of the nose to the bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin. Just proportions of the human face when a character is looking forward. There's a bit of wiggle room. Sometimes it, you know, it can be pupil to there. It's about the same as nostril, but in this case it's top eyelid. So then gradually curve, round face. She goes under hair, so we go up that way. I went a bit hairy with my line there, but might just tidy that up a bit. Don't like those bumps. I'm very particular. Okay, better. No one will probably notice that except me, but still. So her hair then, so she's got this like round part to her hair and then long hair that hangs down. So basically we got these like curtains opening in the middle of her face. So like go here. Right, so it's like curtains hanging down. It comes across her eyebrow. And it ends just at the corner of her eyelash. There's another little line in there. And it's one of these animes where you can see the eyebrow underneath the hairlines. And then the long piece of hair hang down here, right? So it goes that way. And then the other one sort of pretty much right beside it. Yeah. And then the spikes here, and then we have another spike there, and a third, and this one keeps going right up. We do the same here, and they kind of nearly meet in the middle of her head. Okay, and then there's another couple of texture lines or hair lines and stuff in here. And then, so her hair is tied and her big ears stick out this way. So her hair goes down this way. And it kind of like, it gets a bit bumpy because this is the tied portion, right? So it goes down that way and disappears behind her ears. So like this, so it's like it's tied up in big sort of tied parts. And it just tends to go down behind her ear, basically. So the ears come out from there, and then big ponytails hang down. And she has red earrings, so big elf-like ear sticks out. And say, yeah, it goes out pretty far. That way, and we meet sort of this gold earring thing. We do the same thing over here pretty much. And then a gold earring. And this red sort of drop-like earring here. It's like a drop of blood or something hanging down from her ears. And then we have ear lines inside. Okay. Right, and then her ponytails come down this way. And it like hangs down over her shoulder. Quite big going down that way. And one on this side. Right, and there's like hair texture lines all over this. Right, so then neck comes down that way. Neck comes down there. She has two collars, a black one and then like a gold one. Right, so we'll do the gold one now. Curving around like that. And the gold, it has a button sort of closing it here. Okay, and then the other side of this here. And then we have a button just underneath her hair here. Right, kind of like some gold lines, and then she has another shirt under here. More stuff this way. And then her shoulders just come down here. Two lines because she's got like a gold line that runs down the edge. And that's everything. Frieren at Journey's End. Great show. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.